some pretty cool stuff sitting out here. I guess I just need him, but okay. Super late. It's been 8 months. What's another 8 months, I suppose? Oh, how is that? What is that? What?
I'm here.
What the?
I'm here.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
That's really something.
It's really tight.
Yeah, looks like it. You look like the Twizzler.
You ready to start this?
Yeah.
All right.
Good to see you, bud.
Let's you open up and
Well, welcome to another episode of Fusion.
All right, guys, welcome back to our second official episode of Fusion Cosplay. That's right, we're back.
Yeah, it only took 8 months.
Yeah, I had to get some things together. So,
you and me both.
TV and
It's a very high-end set you built.
It is.
I'm very impressed with you.
A lot of zip ties.
That's okay.
Hopefully, they can't see them.
Well, hopefully you guys had a lot of good holidays. We've missed a lot of things, so hopefully you have ran the gambit of last year and the first part of this year. You've had a wonderful all of it. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Ray.
So welcome back. Like I said, second episode of Fusion Cosplay, and as you can see,
we have a Flash costume. I know
Boom.
everybody's like, whoa, look at all that Flash stuff. What are they doing with all that Flash stuff? Even though I clicked the thing that said Flash costume review.
Yeah. Surprise!
There's Flash stuff.
We were not lying to you. So
you got this ugly, deformed head here.
So, well, this is your suit, so...
this is my suit.
Let's
go for very, very expensive $375 Flash costume I bought.
Well, I'd like you to... Let's take it from the beginning.
You want to know more than that?
How did it start? How did all of it start?
Well, I found I'm going to refer to them as a Chinese seller. I can't say that without sounding bad.
I don't know why you have to say that. You found a seller on eBay. Yeah, just a seller.
Because you see, it's like Madame Huang's cosplay, and then next week it's like Madame Huang's cosplay. Like, they constantly
you're just seeing the same thing and pronouncing it differently. Huang and Huang happen to be the same person, Ray. No,
that's what I'm saying.
So you found an eBay seller who happens to be based in China.
Happens to be, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Which a lot of these Flash costumes you'll find online. There's multiple different styles. A lot of them seem like they just share the same picture.
Okay.
There's like 2 or 3 different. Yeah, it's like almost like a stock picture of just a guy in a Flash costume.
Okay.
And there's 2 different kinds. The ones I'm seeing more recently, because I bought this back in like season 2, like mid-season.
Oh, so this is a few years old then.
It's a few years old, yeah. And there were some issues I had with it, but nowadays, you're seeing nowadays, and not the good old-fashioned CW Flash
Not
costumes.
the 3 years ago. But...
Yeah. The belt is actually a separate piece on the newer ones.
Okay.
This one's actually built into the hood, or I call it a hoodie, but the jacket, just like the actual jacket in the show is. I do like this better. It looks cleaner, and it's a lot sleeker looking.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine the belt being a separate piece would actually go over very well.
Yeah, it feels like it would just move up too high and down too low.
Exactly. This is keeping it stationary. It's nice.
Yeah,
definitely.
The jacket, though, when you first open the thing, it's packaged in like a Ziploc baggie. The smell hits you.
What's it smell like?
It smells like this.
Also,
I don't know what I can describe that smell as, other than this material.
Like plastic?
It's like a plastic,
like a PVC or
yes,
some kind of.
Like
okay.
Pleathery
So anybody who's ever opened up a new action figure, you know the smell.
Very similar to that, only a lot stronger.
Oh, I'd imagine. Yeah.
It was sitting in like 80-degree heat in the back of a UPS fan or wherever.
Well, I mean, the jacket's very dynamic. I mean, look at all the detail work. I mean,
my favorite part is actually the ribbed material for the sleeves and the torso. I do like how they did stitch in the details on the ribs. You do see the zigzags, or you can describe them as lightning bolts either way. They're actually padded.
Yeah. As to not be misleading, though, this material looks like mesh, but it is certainly not mesh. Like, that doesn't breathe very well, does it?
Not at all.
Okay, so you have
that on top of the pleather, or with the pleather, is just miserable in Florida heat.
Wow. So you're baking in this, huh?
Yeah. I'm pretty baking.
But it's beautiful. I mean, you do have. I do see you have some vents.
Yes.
You have vents on the arms,
which are vents for the sake of looking like vents rather than actually
so they're
having ventilation.
They're not functional, is what you're saying.
No.
Okay.
They help a little bit with bending your elbow in the costume, which I need it because the costume's incredibly tight. At least the first one was incredibly tight, which is the one I have up over there. We moved it from the last take. So that one over there was actually the first costume I got. As you can see, I painted the little lightning bolts on the waist gold with acrylic paint, as well as the logo, the lightning bolt in the middle, because this was actually a pale yellow color, kind of like this, and I'll get a close-up of that. This logo in the middle is very cool. It's a magnetic logo. You can actually pop it off, pop it back on. It stays on there pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. That's strong.
Yep.
That's like way stronger than I thought it would be, actually.
Yeah, originally when I saw this, I'm like, it's going to be some crappy little magnet. But it's actually cool because it'll be easy to replace if you want to like put something new on there, or a different logo, or...
We'll be getting to that in just a little bit, huh?
Yeah, we will.
So, okay, you mind if I unzip it? Let's see the inside?
Unzip it.
Very cool. I'm good at this. I don't know why I was so excited. It's kind of creepy.
Just be careful with the Velcro.
Definitely.
That's the main issue, is that this material, as cool as it looks, it's very, very pilly. Like, it's very adherent to the Velcro. It's like the worst possible thing to have around Velcro. I kind of wish they did a magnet on the latches for that and the waist, which it would make the most sense to me. Yeah. But they decided to go with that Velcro.
Well, I'm gonna try to guard that, but let's get a good look on the inside. It looks like a 1970s smoke jacket with a nice silky maroon. It looks very rich.
Very rich.
Like you should be smoking a fine cigar and drinking a glass of brandy.
While running.
Smelling of rich mahogany.
While running really fast.
I'm running really fast, except for there's no range of motion.
Yes. You have a medium to small stride.
Very cool. Well, I mean, this actually looks like it would be one of the hottest things you could possibly wear. It looks, feeling it, it's very thick. You have all these different materials. You have this like satin lining. I mean, it looks like it would be a sauna.
It is. It's very hot. It's very sweaty. Just in between, I wore it to about, I'm going to say 2 conventions.
Okay.
One being like a free comic book day, which wasn't exactly a free, an actual comic book day. It wasn't actually a free comic book day.
Well, the thing, like Yancey Street Comics in Port Richey, Florida, go off and Square Mall. Visit my buddy Steve. We'll put a link to his shop below. I hope we do. Okay. He does it very big. I would consider that a convention. You have...
I mean, it's a great event. They have artists come up. They have a bunch of different things going on.
Tons of people in cosplay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Decent amount.
So
I was one of them. Very uncomfortable, but I was one of them.
Either you're about to burgle something, or...
I got my burgle gear on.
You got your burgle?
I got my burgle gear on. Like we were talking about the material, how it just sucks around Velcro. This is very similar because it's made out of the same exact material. Though the gloves look really good.
Yeah, they do.
Underneath the sleeve, they look really good with the costume. They match well. The only problem is they adhere and they snag on everything. There's actually little pills you can see there.
Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah.
Just at a convention, if you happen to still have the gloves on, you're like, I'm gonna drink a soda. You're gonna snag, and it's annoying. But you have to take these gloves off for everything. There's even a special way you have to put the jacket on without it, grabbing any of the rest of the jacket, which kind of sucks. But I mean, for the look of it, I would say it was worth it. The pants, it's very similar to the jackets. They are very, very, very well made. Stitched nicely. They do have this French seam almost in the middle of it, in between the crotch, the groin, and throughout the whole leg. The seams look really nice. They are very show accurate, which is great.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, detail work wise, I mean, like again, there's plenty of seams, plenty of, I mean, like all the different various materials.
That's how you got good pants. You got plenty of seams.
Yeah, but when you were saying something about the seams, actually. You were a little bit concerned about some of the seams as you were...
If you hold this up to the light and you kind of pull on it, it will stretch when it's on you. You can actually see the stitches.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you can actually see the light shining through it. It doesn't look like it would hold together very well. I actually went through my original pair of pants, and I actually... Why did I think they were hanging up there? They're down here, where pants should be. Not on me.
Whoa!
But, yeah, I actually went through each seam, and on the inside, lined each seam with Gorilla Glue.
Wow, that's a lot of work. Because, I mean, look at how many seams there are in this. I mean, it's kind of crazy that you actually went through every single one of those. I know we talk about this off camera. We're going to say, like, I personally have my personal opinion of costume and cosplay makers. Yeah. You spend your money on this stuff, and a lot of it's not cheap. You guys know that if you're watching this video and you've ever partaken in the cosplay world, I've spent like $1,500 on a particular suit before, and I had to fix like 80% of it. I mean, it seems to me like you've also had to do a lot of work to this yourself, whether it's colors being inaccurate, getting the lining of the first jacket taken out just so it'll fit. We'll cover the helmet in just a second, but even like the pants, like you having to cover the seams, like I just think it's a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, I did have the actual. I had the lining torn out of that one because and there's no tailor that would be willing to actually take anything, hem anything,
Alter the suit.
Alter the
itself.
suit. Yeah, because there's so many different seams and it's a very unforgiving material that you're gonna see whatever you do. So he took the lining out of that, which I mean I could have very well done it myself, but the guy was holding it, so I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll give you $20. He cut out all the lining and he gave it back to me, and it does fit. And to be honest, out of the two I got, the one that I got here, which is the one they sent back to me, where I just had to pay for the materials, which was like about $75. This is the bigger one, and the smaller one. I'd rather wear the smaller one because the costume actually looks better tighter than it does baggy.
Right, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, because otherwise you just look like a kid in a costume.
Right.
It looks kind of goofy.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate though, like they tried to give you another suit or fix you, give you a suit to replace the one that's too tight.
Yeah.
And it's too big. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like there's no.
I mean, they were very nice about that. We did email back and forth. I gave them all my measurements. They did tell me my arms were abnormally large, which I took as a compliment.
Heck yeah, I'd be like you thanks. I've been working
Yeah,
out.
thank you. I've been pumping some iron.
Iron?
Iron. Now I'm going to get into the mask, which, to no surprise.
No, this one is the one that came with the suit, though,
This
right?
came with the suit,
yeah.
yeah.
He's had a rough day.
Yeah, this is a very ugly mask. You could tell just by seeing it in the pictures.
It almost looks like a maroon pleather bag or sack.
It does.
It totally doesn't look like a mask at all.
It looks like some kind of like pleather sack. Honestly, as untight as it is, I can barely hear anything you're saying.
Seriously?
Huh?
Well, exactly.
Yeah. No, but it's really ugly. As you can see, it doesn't sit on your nose well.
Jeez, man.
It doesn't even stay down.
It's huge.
It kind of just goes like that. I actually cut out the chin piece. There was a little chin piece, which didn't really help the mask stay.
Right.
But I cut it out and I made it so it actually flips back more like a hood.
So
Like
when he has it down in the show.
Like in the show,
right.
yeah. Which you just tuck it into the costume, and it works well for that. It's just that now you're left without an actual mask, and you're a superhero without a mask. So what do?
Well,
I need a
you're
mask.
Ray.
If you're Ray, you spend $60, or actually
$60 more.
$60 more and get the Xcoser helmet, which actually this was a gift from Mark.
Oh, a little brother-in-law action.
Little brother.
Wait, that sounded terrible.
That did sound terrible.
Yeah. No, thanks. Thanks to brother-in-law Mark.
Thanks to brother-in-law Mark, who also runs a convention called FusionCon.
FusionCon's pretty big in Florida.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's growing. I tried to fix it.
Did you really? I didn't even notice it.
Inconspicuously, but that's okay.
Screw it.
Yeah, you guys saw it when you clicked on the video. You know what it says.
It's alright, it works. So, the mask is actually pretty decent. Hard material,
Yeah.
not too flexible. When you get it packaged, it's kind of squished. You do have to hit it with a heat gun to get it to shape.
Again, there you go. You know what I mean? Like you spend money on something and they package it so poorly that you have to still fix it.
I would really suggest that you get an underhood for it because it does get hot, and you are just going to see bare neck. But I think the computer died. That's why that did that.
Oh. That's okay.
But like before, it is a little big, but with the right padding in the back.
But I mean,
I built the padding in the back, and then it actually stays pretty.
With that said, though, that looks way better.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Oh, but even though that one looks better,
I wasn't satisfied.
correct.
Which I actually did paint the ears on this as well.
So what did Ray do then?
What did I do then? I went to another seller on Amazon. There's several of these masks out there. Almost every like Chinese cosplay seller has these masks. Just a typical latex mask. It's like $15.
Oh,
it's
okay. That's all that was 15?
Yeah, it was pretty cheap.
Oh, see, that's what's funny. I didn't know that.
So you get the mask. It actually goes on the chin. You tighten it up in the back, and when I move my jaw, the jaw actually moves, and I think it looks a little bit better.
Here's the funny part.
Yeah.
Of all of the helmets that you've shown, the cheapest one looks the best.
It's true.
That you can actually, you're comfortable talking.
Yeah.
It's not moving. You have your underhood. Actually, we're going to pull this over here. Here's the underhood that you ordered as well with the padding in the back.
Well, I put the padding there myself,
put the padding in the pack.
I did order the underhood. And the underhood, if you put that on, I don't know why I'm demonstrating this now. I'm going to show you guys this in a bit. I just whipped myself right in the eye.
Oh.
It's all right.
It's not all right. That's not all right. I need help.
I can't see. But you put the underhood on with the padding I added, and it stays a little bit better.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And then maybe a little spirit gun
Yeah,
and you're good.
definitely. See, the spirit gun will make a big difference. Keep
Yeah.
your seam, keep those tight seams. I think we talked about that
Keep
before.
them tight seams.
But it's funny though. Like the $15 mask, way better.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think that's
completely agree.
ridiculous, but still. So I mean,
Yeah, I would actually suggest ordering that. Now, I did order it from multiple sellers because I was like, oh, what if one's the wrong color? What if one looks different?
however,
They're all the same exact thing. So
that's kind of funny.
yeah, so there's 3 of them
So
there.
15 turned into 45 real quick.
Yeah. This one I actually did paint it. These are just the berry yellow. that
Your
comes
hair
with.
is rocking.
It's alright. I'll live. And then finally, we got boots. And these boots.
Now the boots
pretty
came
good.
with the actual suit,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah,
So
they
these
did.
all came, all the body parts, the pants, the jacket, and the boots and the gloves.
Well, the
that
body
all-
parts are mine, but the costume.
The body parts that go in all this stuff, but this all came together.
Yeah, it all
So-
came together.
So the jacket, the pants, the boots, the gloves, that's all one seller. Then all the helmets that we went through, those are all different sellers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So as far as the hard helmet, Xcoser, those latex, the latex mask.
Latex rubber. Man.
Those were multiple different sellers off Amazon. These are actually what came with the suit. So this was all one piece.
Okay.
Well stitched.
They look nice.
They look nice. The soles are really good.
Sole looks really nice.
Soles are really good. They fit pretty well. They feel a little baggy, so I wouldn't be doing too much actual running in this. But if you want to stand around and look like the Flash, they work.
Whoa, perfect.
Yeah, they have
Because
zippers
you
on
know
the side.
the Flash is definitely known for just standing around.
Yeah, just standing around. That's his thing. But he does it fast.
But they do look very flimsy because it's just a vinyl material.
Yeah,
it's made out
really,
of vinyl.
I mean, it feels durable. It just doesn't. Once they're on, they stay fairly stiff, and it looks good with the costume. It's just that if you in the show, it's much stiffer looking, and you expect something a little bit thicker because
Right.
this is kind of floppy. So if you stub your toe in this, you're gonna feel it. You're not
So
gonna-
so they're not made nearly like the DIYcosplay boots that we covered in
No,
the previous video, which are
no.
actual like leather. They almost stand
Yeah.
up on their own. That's unfortunate. Like I wonder if there's a place you can order those from.
They do sell the boots by themselves. I know these sellers do, and I'm sure there's other sites where you could do it. The only problem is if you buy a costume from one place and you buy the suit from
You're
another.
risking
Who
the
knows?
colors.
Yeah, if the
Yeah,
colors are gonna
it's true.
match, or if it's gonna look like random other boots. The only other thing I have from this elaborate, expensive thing I spent a lot of money on
Yeah, you did.
are these Xcoser Emblems, which I bought.
So from the same maker of the one hard helmet.
Yes,
Okay.
for this helmet right here.
Okay.
They looked pretty good. I was like, oh, cool. You can buy one for like $10, but you could buy all 4 for $25.
Yeah.
Why not buy
Why
all
not
4?
all 4? Yeah.
So I have all 4 colors. I have Zoom, I have Flash, I have Season 1 Flash, and I have
Almost unidentifiable because we're not 100%
Well,
sure.
Reverse Flash, and I want to call him Black Flash, but it's really just Zoom.
Okay.
One of the two. He's one of those guys. But they're super brittle is the only thing. And they're not magnetic on the back. You do have to put your own magnet on there. And they're still kind of small.
Gah.
Because honestly, when
unfortunate.
I ordered them, they were labeled as like belt buckles.
Oh, really?
And and they
So you can definitely see like the
Yeah.
size difference between the Xcoser and then what came on the suit. So
And this one actually broke, and I had to super glue the tip back.
wow. Oh, it came broke?
Yeah, as soon as I opened it, I put it down, and it just snapped.
Oh, that's terrible.
But they did come in a nice little box.
Yeah, well, that's nice. Maybe they could put their helmets in that next time, huh? Not this size.
They would
obviously.
cram them in
That's
there,
about
too.
right too, right? They
That
just
would take quite a lot of heat gunning.
they melt it down and just pour it in. You're like, there you go. Here's your helmet in a can. Perfect.
And now we're going to go to some shots of me actually in the suit. It's going to be very hot, so I'm going to do that, and then we're going to end this.
Okay. Very
Alright.
good. Sounds good to us. And by us, I mean me.
Sounds good to me as well.
For all the people at home, thank you again for joining us. This is, like I said, our second episode. We will be doing plenty more. We both have costumes out the wazoo. There's a couple of other pieces that are not costume related that we're going to be doing. So if you guys are into like custom figures or even some more rare toys that you don't get to see in the States, please stay tuned. Please like our video. Subscribe to Registered Nerd. Definitely. Yes. Check out the people that we're plugging in the links below if you're interested in any of these purchases. And again, we'll talk to you guys very soon. You ready?
I'm ready.
Fusion.
Once again, thank you so much for checking out our video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, or if you want more, maybe subscribe. If you're interested in checking out our last episode where we reviewed Josh's Death Ryuger costume, just click the annotation below. See you next time.